This will be an attempt at a quick update on the Mid-Atlantic weather, and it's so complex that I had to do a recording here. I did want to update everyone on where we are with the drought situation. I can definitely tell you that the last 24 hours we had a lot more rain than I expected. Some people saw 1 or more inches of rain, which was good. You can see that there is quite a lot of dryness in the area still, and so the need for rain exists. Looks like more rain is on the way, so this is all good news. I wanted to give you a quick analysis of what's going on. So we have a departing system, but we have had easterly winds, so we've had some rain. We had this warm front, which you could kind of extend down into this region, pushing north, and that warm front pushing north has been the focus for the rain that we saw. Now this cold air has been damming up against the eastern side of the mountains. This has come off the ocean. It's just been hard to dredge out the marine layer, whatever you want to call it, off the ocean, and it's made it cool and misty continuing today. Now, the rain in general took a longer time to get here yesterday, so we ended up with a fairly nice day until later in the afternoon. But the rain came in pretty heavy, actually heavier than a lot of people expected. Today, that has retreated way up north, and now we've got this approach of this frontal system out to the west. You see it's causing quite a bit of severe and quite a bit of rain as it pushes towards us. The front will extend more rain to us, especially tomorrow in the mid and late afternoon hours. And then it is going to come down south of us, and a wave of low pressure system is going to, several actually, form along that front and kind of hang it up in this region. With that moisture overriding, the chances of on and off of showers from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday will remain. Not that prevalent of a large amount of rain in the northern regions, but in the southern regions, obviously North Carolina, South Carolina, quite a bit of rain should fall during this time period. Again, with the dryness, this will all help in that region. So just to give you a sense of what's happening front-wise, as I mentioned, here is that warm front with the cool air kind of moving forward. This goes into the overnight. That front hangs up there a little bit and it's moving on out. The warm front, I mean. And now we see the low pressure system approaching from the west. To about midday tomorrow, there could be some showers, even thunderstorms out ahead of the front, which will cause rain. And then we get to tomorrow evening, the front has moved through. There are pockets here where more steady rain or even thunderstorms could exist. So obviously in those regions you'll get more rain than others. And then on Tuesday you see that this front is now hung up and a wave of low pressure system is forming along it, causing quite a bit of rain, showers and thunderstorms here in the south, and just a chance of showers in the north. Now it's cool up here because we got cold high pressure from the north pushing down, so you get some cold air damming even, which is the cold air trapped east of the mountains. Just not the warmest period of weather. As we go ahead in time, you'll see the precipitation outlook here, but you can see the waves of low pressure system here off the coast. You also can see this reinforcing shot of the coldest air actually of the season for us coming in, it looks like, towards next weekend. That's progressing. There's a wave of low pressure here, and then another one down in the southeast. So again, with all this moisture around, the south is getting a lot of it of rain, and of course if we get any types of disturbances along there into Thursday, we could see some rain showers. Finally, that front with the colder air has pushed through on Friday, and much cooler air will be here, maybe highs only in the 40s east of the mountains, down into North Carolina, 50s down there, but definitely cooler, and probably the first chance of a great widespread freeze for Saturday morning as this high pressure system is in place. And then on 12Z Sunday, you can see this, well, it's 12Z, I mean, it's Sunday. See this high pushing east, it's not being held in place. And it looks like more cool air trying to make its way in this front here. It's going to be very interesting because this could form a low pressure system off the East Coast and maybe another nor'easter for New England or southern New England. And there could be some cold air, so we'll have to see if a week from now there's not a chance for some mountain snows and even some snows up into Pennsylvania, even beyond the mountains. We'll have to see if this pans out. But as of right now, it's way far out there. I wouldn't count on it yet, but interesting weather setup, needless to say, could actually mean the first wintry weather, at least in the northern mid-Atlantic area, and of course the mountains, which have already seen some winter weather, so nothing new there. So region-wide over the next week, you'll see quite a bit of rain, especially where the front gets hung up, and a low pressure system forms along it, anywhere from a half an inch to an inch, and then of course where the front is exactly, we can see 1, maybe 2 inches of rain. All good news. Again, there's been a lot of dry air or dry weather here for a while. So this is not bad news at all. And just to give you a sense of how cool it may be, here's the 6 to 10 day outlook for cooler than normal, and it's got a pretty good chance of below normal temperatures here in the east and along the northern Canadian and even the northwestern part of the U.S. So I agree. It's going to be kind of chilly. There's going to be cold air. It looks like reinforcing shots of cold air in here. I don't think it's going to be excessively cold, but below normal, which we haven't seen too much of in this fall. But before you think that's locked in, the cold air does move out pretty quickly, and we get it replaced with warmer air on the eastern part of the United States. And realistically, I think this is true. We have a little bit of a La Nina pattern. La Nina is a colder body of water in the Pacific, and during this time of year, it's going to be just very volatile, going back and forth between cool and warm swings. But interesting nonetheless. I think it will warm up for a week, and then maybe right around Thanksgiving time, it will cool back down again, and we'll see if that cold is a little more pronounced as some things are happening in the upper levels of the atmosphere around the poles that give me some indication that maybe December we start off cold again, and who knows if any precipitation will be around, but obviously we're starting to get into time frames where that could be a little more interesting. Anyway, as usual, nothing short with my weather forecast. Again, it looks like it's going to be kind of a damp start to the day and then clearing out for areas as the wedge kind of erodes a little bit. And temperatures will be up there, 60s and 70s in the areas all across the area. We'll see then warm temperatures tomorrow as well, with showers and thunderstorms as the front comes through. The front will get hung up in North Carolina. North of that front will be cool in the 50s. South of the front, it will be warmer, 60s, 70s. That front kind of hangs out all week, and waves of low pressure will form along it, and as I showed you, quite a bit of rain. So, cool week in general. Colder air coming in by the next weekend. At least that's the way things look now. Thanks a lot.